It's Friday again. Yes. Welcome to Gay Detroit Radio this wonderful Friday evening at 9 o'clock with www.radio-opie.com. I just love Fridays. We got lots to talk about this week. We've got, believe it or not, all sorts of things. We have got a brilliant interview with a duo called the Jane of Arc, and their album is Freedom in Falling. We will be talking to them a little later, which is absolutely wonderful. Then we got little topics like the gay couple who's willing to adopt an abandoned baby, but the biological family are saying no because we don't want homos having our child. And last but not least, there's, will the Catholic Church have its first openly transgender nun? What can I say? Lots and lots to talk about today on Gay Detroit Radio. I'm James D. I'm your host for this evening, and we're going to have a little song from Jane of Arc, and I just love that name. And we'll be talking to them a little later. The first song is going to be called The Fury of a Thousand Suns. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm James D. And welcome to Friday nights on Gay Detroit Radio with www.radio-opie.com.
I'm still your biggest fan.
Yes, welcome back to Gay Detroit Radio. You're listening to www.radio-opie.com. I've got two wonderful girls here, and they are actually from a duo called the Jane of Arc, which I think is an absolutely wonderful title for a group, a wonderful name. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I've got Chelsea and Alita. Hi, girls. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. Oh, duo.
We're
right.
real good.
Yeah, we've got screaming in stereo here. Right. Now, listen, girls, I'm just going to ask you, before we go any further, who came up with the idea of Jane of Arc?
Well, actually, originally, we were Joan of Arc, and this was years ago when we first started, and we started getting hate mail on MySpace when MySpace was a thing, and because apparently there's this band out of Chicago who now we're familiar with, but at the time we were completely unaware of their existence. So all their fans started messaging us and saying really awful things, and so we kind of scrambled because we thought, oh God, we can't keep the name. Somebody else already has it. And so a photographer friend of mine just sort of like pulled it out of the hat and was like, what about James? And we loved it immediately. So,
well, actually, I just thought so people were actually, if you excuse the pun, getting fired up about Joan of Arc.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
we got a couple of
that was really a bad joke. I'm sorry, but I just couldn't resist. I can't believe that. So that you were getting hate mail because you originally called yourself the Joan of Arc.
Yeah, and this was before Facebook, so I mean it took slightly longer for information to travel. So we, like I said, we were completely unaware of the fact that they existed, and apparently some of their fans were just very upset. Like they thought that we were trying to steal the name or something, but I responded to the messages actually, which Chelsea thought I was a little crazy for.
Wasn't Joan of Arc like the first feminist ever? I mean, when you think about it, a soldier fighting for rights. I mean, come on, oh God, these people. It never ceases to amaze me how stupid people are, really, I mean, I've been looking at some of your songs. I love the name of your album. Is it Freedom in Falling? You've got some great ideas here. I was listening to a few of your songs. You've got some really, really beautiful songs. I love your style. Now, to our listeners, what kind of style would you say you are? Is it like folky blues or country-ish or indie or what?
We consider ourselves to be an indie acoustic pop band. It took us a really long period of time to come up with what our genre was actually going to be pinpointed to, because we were kind of scrambling at the last minute when people were asking us what we were, and we finally decided to just merge a bunch of genres together, and we think we got it right with indie.
No, I think you've got it fabulous. I mean, I love the style. You know, it's just it's nice, it's smooth, it's laid back. It actually has it's like it has an impact as well. It's like passive aggressive in a way. Do you understand? You know what I mean? It's like I'm singing this song, so you are going to listen to me, you motherfucker. You know, like that. I just really love the style. Also, looking as well, you've got now you did Run Flying and Stand in May, because you've got those also on your website as well. Now, before we go, well, let's hear some music, and then we'll get back into talking some more if you want. Which song would you like to hear?
Alita, which song do we want to hear?
I was just going to say...
I think we want to hear... Let's start with Run Flying.
Run Flying?
Run Flying.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Jane of Arc, which I think is a wonderful title. I also like Joan of Arc as well, but why people get... oh, my God, really, honestly. Jane of Arc and Run Flying. Welcome back to Gay Detroit Radio, which is www.radio-opie.com. You can also get us on Facebook, which is Gay Detroit Radio. You can get us on Twitter, which is Gay Detroit Radio. And guess what? You can get us at gaydetroitradio@gmail.com. So it's all Gay Detroit Radio, and it's all very simple, just like me. We just heard a wonderful song called Run Flying. And it was Run Flying, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, it was.
Yeah, I'm still in trying, that's it. I've got everything sorted out now. Well, I'm good. It's just getting these computers to work. And that's by Jane of Arc. We were talking about how you had problems with the name at first, which I think is totally ridiculous. And your genre, which is like a smooth indie pop kind of sound. Because I'm like old school, and I would have said, like sort of, nice sort of, folky pop kind of thing, and it's just like jazzy, and it's got all those little things in between. So, how long have you been together, girls?
Technically, we've been together since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Anita and I met through again, back when MySpace was a thing. She messaged me. Actually, Alita, you want to take this one? You always tell the story. So I was just kind of doing my own thing at the time, just kind of playing guitar and joking around with different songs, and I was looking for somebody to play with, and I stumbled upon Chelsea's page on MySpace, and it was the pages work so that when you landed on the page, the music would start playing immediately, and I heard like a measure of her voice, and I got goosebumps, and I was like, holy hell, who is this person?
Mm-hmm.
I want to work with her, and I realized that she lived in Michigan, so I messaged her, and after her kind of establishing, or at least hopefully so, that I wasn't a complete psychopath, she agreed to meet me, and so she came down to my apartment in Detroit,
I actually thought in the the music world that Psychopath was an added extra. I found it was for me anyway, but go on.
Oh God! We came over and we were instant friends, and we just were on the same page, and we thought the same things were funny. And the first night, actually, all we did was just kind of talk and have a few drinks. And we didn't actually get around to playing music until the very end of the night, but we, kind of hung out, established a friendship for a little while, and then we started playing at the end of the year, and we established the band in January 2008, and never looked back.
So what areas do you play? Is it bars? What is it? What venues do you play? Because I don't know this area that well. I know Ferndale is a couple of hours away from where I am. But what venues do you play?
We do a lot of different stuff. We kind of travel. We've done a lot of different Pride events. We've played Ferndale, Main Stage Pride, a few times, and we played in Fort Wayne, Indiana at their Pride. We played at a lot of local places. We used to
sweet.
play in Ann Arbor at the Shout Gallery.
Oh, sweet. It's just, it's actually funny enough, I don't know if you know, do you know Nikki Holland? Have you heard of her?
Actually, that name, yeah.
Yeah, she does a few. She was on the show about 2-3 weeks ago. Really nice girl. I actually emceed a show for her a couple of weeks ago. And actually what I'll do is I'll give you some contacts because what they do is they're in league with the Artistic Women and Entertainment. And what they do is they promote all female bands. And
cool.
Yeah, and they do Como's upstairs, which actually that's in Ferndale. Do you know Como's at all?
Oh yeah, we played there a lot of times.
Oh, okay. Well, these women. Actually, what I'll do is I'll send you the information. You can get in touch with those because Nikki Holland's with those, and there's a few other. They had a great showcase a couple of weeks ago, and they get everybody together. And it was a really good night, actually. So
cool.
I'll pass on that information to you. So let's hear another song because this is what it's all about. You're here to promote your wonderful singing voices and your wonderful name. Which song do you want now?
We should do our second single, which we haven't actually started rotating yet, but you might be the first person to rotate this.
Uh-oh.
It's called Say.
Say. Sounds wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio. I've got two wonderful ladies online. It's called Jane of Arc. I still love that. I really do. I think it's great. And the song...
We're glad.
I think it's wonderful. And the song is called Say. Yes, there we are. The wonderful dexterity there of Jane of Arc. I have got two wonderful girls, and say names, girls, and say who you are.
We're Jane of Arc. We're from Ferndale, Michigan.
And also,
we are an indie acoustic pop band.
Chelsea and...
Alita.
There you go. Was the question too...
our names.
Yeah.
Our personal names.
Yeah, was the name too difficult?
That's very tough. All we know how to do right now. All we know how to do is play music, so we're not very good at the talking thing.
No. Oh, God, that's too funny. All right, now listen, girls. Now, just tell us a couple of venues. I know you're doing a nice venue tomorrow night. Whereabouts is that, and what time?
We are playing the Tangent Gallery in Detroit, and doors are at 7. And the other band that's playing with us is Seven Birds, One Stone. They start at 8, and then we play at 9.
Cool.
And it's our album release party.
Oh,
yeah, it's our album release.
And the album is called
Freedom is Falling.
I like that song. Yeah, you've got some great titles there. So, where do you see yourself going in the future, girls? Anything, any recording or anything else, or is you just going to really sort of concentrate on the album you're working on now?
I think our plan is to, because the album's finished, we've been promoting it very heavily, and thanks to you, we're continuing to promote it. I think our goal is we plan to do a small sort of Michigan tour, north and east and west and south, and then potentially branch off and do something a little bit bigger. And we'd really like to get back to the writing process here pretty soon. So that, I think, is in our future.
Okay. It sounds great. Well, girls, thank you ever so much for this wonderful interview at this ungodly hour of 10 o'clock in the morning. I just said to when I said to the girls, I said, well, it airs on Fridays at 9 o'clock, and she went AM or PM. I thought, oh, God, come on. No self-respecting gay guy does a show at 9 o'clock in the morning. Come on.
This is true. Very true.
Girls, absolutely wonderful talking to you. And we're going to play you out with the final song for today. I'm also going to play some more songs as well of yours during, before, and after. So I'll be playing a couple of more songs as well. So which song do you want to leave with?
We're going to, before we play the... Yeah, and before you play it, we just want to say thank you so much for talking with us. We really had the best time.
Oh, my pleasure.
Really the best time.
My pleasure, because trust me, I'm going to be like a bed penny. I'm going to keep turning up and say, come on, I need you on the show. That's it.
Wonderful, thank you.
Girls, absolutely wonderful. So the song is...
Take me.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the wonderful Jane of Arc, and I just think it's wonderful. You girls, thank you ever so much. And
Thank you so much.
We are definitely going to talk soon, and the best of luck on your tours. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, Jane of Arc, and it's Freedom in Falling. Girls, thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.